Oh,
That's okay.
that's all right.
That's
Okay.
all right. Okay, so I am here in the Center for Food Action in Hackensack, New Jersey. Hi, and thank you so much for meeting with me today. I'm working on a project called the Road Trip, and I chose the Center for Food Action because your work has always meant a lot to me
Oh, thank you.
personally.
Thank
Of course, I'm sure you remember me.
you. Yes.
But
I
you're,
love Monica. Monica is very, very, very compassionate. She's a very great lady.
thank you,
And I love
thank
her.
you, thank you. Oh, me too. Debbie is an amazing person. She checks in on you. She always makes sure that you're okay before she hangs up the phone. And she periodically checks on you just to make sure that all the services that have been provided have helped you. And if you also need other services, um, in the future or at that point when she calls you. So, let me see. Yes, you helped me secure my own residency where I live today.
Yep.
And that support, of course, made a huge impact on me, my son, um, and our future. So, shit.
Don't cry.
Oh my God. I didn't think I was going to be emotional. Oh. Yeah.
Monica's
So
one
she's
of my-
amazing.
Monica's one of my success stories.
Yes, absolutely.
Yes. And she passes it forward to other people all the time.
Yes, I do.
You
I
do.
always hand out her number, and whoever I see,
And
if
she
I
also
find
helps
people,
in her own way. She's very resourceful.
yes, I try to do my best and try to learn what I have learned from other people and try to help as much as I can in my
Yes.
own community.
Yes.
So, what do you wish more people knew about the intake coordinator here at CFA? We will be calling it CFA because that's the acronym for it.
Okay. Well, first and foremost, it's important for people to know the services that we have, and a lot of people do not know the services that we have because a lot of people think it's just food, but we also do food, right? So anyone can come here for food. There is no kind of income requirement here. And so the intake coordinator, which is me, I take the prevention calls, and then I spread them out to the advocates. We have 4 other sites that we do prevention and food in, and keep everybody knowledgeable about resources that we can give out if we can't help, or partner with other agencies to make everyone whole again, or do the best we can to provide anything that someone might need. Like you saw today with the homeless person that came in.
Absolutely. As I was here, a homeless person was also here. She advocated for them and helped someone from the homeless shelter come. And now they are going to take over and they're going to help that person with the needs that they need moving forward.
Correct.
And if they also need any other help, they can always come back to you and
Yes.
ask you anything,
Yes.
and you will provide what you're able to at the time.
Absolutely.
Can you tell me what led you to this work and how long have you been doing it?
Okay, so what led me to this work is my homelessness with my family, 2014, and then I got social services, and then part of social services back then, I think they're starting it again, to get rental assistance, cash assistance, and food stamps. You had to volunteer for 30 hours a week. I think it's 20 now. Back then it was 30, so I found Center for Food Action to do my volunteering at. So I volunteered here for a year and a half, and then I got hired, so I've been here since.
Okay.
Yeah.
Great. And what does a typical day look like for you as an intake coordinator, which I kind of got a little gist of it right now. Plus, I was also one of your people. How would you say that? Clients.
Clients.
Yeah. So what does a typical day look like for you?
So when we're open with prevention, right now we're closed. We're waiting to reopen next year. The money has been spent, and we're not taking any more applications. But when we do, it's very busy here. We probably get up to, on a busy day, maybe up to 100 calls a day.
Okay.
For assistance. So we kind of spread that out, so everybody takes a portion of it. I always try to have the resources updated for Bergen County and Passaic for people, because the needs are far greater now than they used to be. When we first started, if someone had an eviction, it was like maybe 2,000, 3,000. Now it's more like 8 to 10.
That's a
Right.
big jump.
It's a big jump.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so and we see a lot of people returning back again, which we don't like to see, but we also know that our clients are, our clients are never gonna, they don't make tons of money, they're regular
Correct.
people like me and you,
Correct.
that, are right on that line of,
Poverty.
of poverty, yeah. So,
Yeah.
it could be a missed paycheck, it could be, somebody, you had to pay an exorbitant bill, to get your car fixed or whatever the case may be, so, yeah.
Absolutely. So what type of training? I know that you got in your way, but normally somebody in your position, what type of training or certificate, and how would somebody work or get a job here with the CFA?
Yep, so I got in my own way, kind of trained myself,
Mm-hmm.
so life experience and what have you. But now they like you to have a social services degree to start. So we have a training program that we actually just did with another agency. So it's a formal training program that we have now. So all our advocates will be getting that in January.
Okay.
So it should be helpful. It's just a lot more steps now than it used to be. And you're talking to lawyers, you're talking to landlords, so not everybody's comfortable with those questions. So
Absolutely.
we have a formal training now.
Okay.
Yeah.
And can anybody come and volunteer here?
Yes.
Okay. And can anybody come and get these services?
Yes. For food, there is no requirements for food. You just have to show your Bergen County ID. We do some Passaic towns, not all, but for prevention, as long as you meet the requirements. Here, I think it's 250% poverty level for for prevention. As long as you have an eviction.
Okay.
From the court, you can get late rent. Security, if you've gotten one from us before, it has to be returned to get a new one. But most people meet the requirements.
Okay.
Yeah.
Now, what other services besides what we've touched upon? I know personally, you can help with utilities, things like that.
Yeah.
First month, second month, not first month, second month. First month, security,
eviction.
What other services that I don't know about or we have not mentioned?
Well, you probably know about, we didn't mention. We also, I'm starting to do SNAP applications next year with people, so they can come here and I'll help them with that. I have done LIHEAP applications. We also do, we work with Make It Home Again Advanced Housing for furniture.
Okay. Yes. Oh, I do remember that.
Yeah.
With the family that I helped, the family that my mom found on the street,
We did
the
furniture.
Cuban, and you guys helped them with everything and setting them up,
Yep.
and they even had Teresa.
Yeah, from Never Alone Again.
Teresa from Never Alone Again. She made the kids book bags so that they were ready for
Teresa
school.
from Never Alone Again has actually opened up another pantry.
Okay.
Where Helping Hands used to be. They took that over.
Okay, great.
So she has clothing, she has furniture, she has household items, she has food. They do hot food and food pickup. She does a lot. So that's another great resource for people.
Yeah, I've been there a few times myself, and especially when I was helping that family, they gave them everything.
Oh, yeah.
Towels.
Oh yeah.
Forks, knives. Everything.
If she
everything
has
that they
it,
needed.
you're getting it.
Yep, absolutely.
Yes. So we work closely with her as well.
Absolutely.
She's also domestic violence. So we also
That's
center.
right.
Yep. So she's Domestic Violence Center for Hope and Safety, ADB. We work with them as well.
Okay, and then since you helped me, of course, many years ago, I've always wondered, how do you think about the long impact that you have on people when they come to your office, especially those whose lives you've changed because the stability and support that they find here?
Well, I have to say that I check in with people.
Yes, you do.
So it's something that I do. I always check in with people, make sure they're okay. If they need help with anything or they need a resource, I do. And I think for the most part, and Monica's a success, unless there's a really dire circumstance, but most people, I think that we help move along and help other people. So
Absolutely.
I'm hoping that. So it's important to check in with people just so they know that you're there and that someone's
Yeah.
you know,
on
listening.
top
and-
of it.
Yeah.
And yeah,
Yeah.
absolutely. Okay, so we already talked about that. We talked about that. Sorry if I'm rambling. Let's see. I have notes.
It's okay.
Let's see. What skills do you rely on most with this job?
Okay, so the skills I rely on most is probably intuition, because I've been doing it for so long. So when I'm talking to someone, I'm assessing them as we're talking, right? So when I first started, and it becomes overwhelming when you do this. When I first started, I would be on the phone for a very long time listening to people tell their story, and I realize some people need to get it out because no one's listening. I get it. But sometimes it's a little draining.
Mm-hmm.
So, you know, a lot of times I let people start and then I kind of shift the conversation to, let me ask you the question so I can better assess you my way first, and then we can talk about that. So, you know, and I also tell my story to people because I think it makes people feel comfortable, because sometimes when you're going to a complete stranger and you're going through a lot, you feel like no one understands what you're going through. So I'm not embarrassed of my story. I was homeless. That's how I started here. So we talked about that. So I always talk about it.
Absolutely, showing
Yeah.
them your perseverance and your grit, and
Yeah.
and if you can do it, you know, with
Absolutely.
the resources, anybody can.
Yeah.
You know, with the right
Yeah.
support.
Yeah, and I think, you know, with all the support services that we have that we collaborate with, I think a lot of people don't know about that either. So we always have to go the whole way through with everyone.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
So
I understand 3-year-old. Can we do later?
Yeah, I think so.
Espera un momentito que me está-
what changes have you seen in the needs of the community over the past few years?
Oh, over the past few years, a lot more homelessness. Definitely see that. A lot of people losing their jobs or not working or regaining work for one reason or another. The needs for food has increased significantly, and the needs for prevention assistance has increased. I mean, we're looking at PSE&G bills, 3, 4, 5,000. We know how fast that adds up. Mine's never paid in full either. You know,
I don't.
I
pay
have no
it in-
shame in my game.
Yeah,
I pay what I
pay it
can.
in increments when I can.
So do I. And so I think that's become another huge need for people. I think everything's increased.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What type of programs would you wish were available, or maybe possibly can be created to help what you see going on?
Yeah, so I think we need a one-stop building or place where anyone can go, and then, you know, you have all your needs there. You need documentation, go there. You need job listings, you go there. You need food, you go there. You need help with everything in one place, because
Kind of like social services, but
kind of
for
like
you
social
guys,
services, but yeah.
yeah, that's a great idea.
Not that I don't want to say anything bad about social services, but you know, they're overwhelmed too, and a lot of people that work there probably shouldn't, but you know, they're not very forthcoming on, you know,
What's
giving
available.
what's available, giving you information. They give people the runaround, they send them here for no reason. You know, by the time people come to see us, they're depleted completely. They're just like, please don't say no to me. I just heard the word no so many times. So I think if there was one place where people can go to get everything or get the knowledge about everything, that would be great. I've always said that.
Absolutely. I've dealt with social services myself, and due to the fact that, you know, I investigate, I look. When I went, I got the things that I needed
Right.
at the time when my son was 1 year old, and they were like, "How did you know about this?" And I was like, "I know that you have to offer it,
Yes.
and these
You
are
have to be
available to me.
informed.
You have to
Yes.
you have to inform me, but you're not, and I know these things."
Yes.
And a manager came and she took over my case, and she gave me, because they were, even some of the workers there were unaware that these programs were available.
That's another situation. They're not, and that is absolutely true. If you call there or you go in there, you'll get